Hello, friends. Jess here. Welcome to Balance Consciousness. I hope you all are doing so well. This is your weekly intuitive Reiki healing. This is for January 27th to February 2nd. For those of you who are back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healing supportive. And for those of you who are new, welcome. The way these work is I pull 3 tarot cards. It sets the tone for the healing, and then I give a Reiki healing for about 10 minutes or so. It's been longer lately, and intuitive messages come up in the process. I give a full description on Reiki and what it's all about and my views on it in the description box below, but just know, generally speaking, it can never cause harm. It will not deplete energy, and it's just the most harmonious energy healing imaginable. So all rooted in love and compassion and harmony. So guys, I want to give a little hello to you with this coming new moon in Aquarius, 9 degrees Aquarius. If you want to see what house it falls in for you in your chart, man, you guys are already really activated. I'm feeling a lot of solar plexus right now. Any announcements beforehand? I hope you guys will like the video and subscribe if you haven't joined this community yet. Thank you to those of you who've been with me a long time, and give me your thoughts on resonance in the comments down below. I hope that if this resonates with you, that you'll share with someone who you think it will support. And lastly, do check out my new community, Equilibrium. This is for those of you who are looking to work within community to evolve, find deeper self-love, find balance. Specifically, I'm really looking at those of you who might be going through spiritual awakenings or feeling a little bit lost in how to find your true spiritual connection. We want to have more authentic relationships in this group. We want to really understand what needs to be unlearned and deprogrammed in order for us to find true self-love. And what does that even mean? It is a space that I hold as an advocate for spiritual discernment. That is something new that's coming up recently. I am an advocate for us to be able to critically think and discern when it comes to our spirituality, our evolutional and personal growth. So Equilibrium, if that calls out to you, you get access to a 24/7 group community chat where your tribe is there all the time. We drop in live twice a month via Zoom. We have unlimited resources on top of that. So link is down below, guys. All right, so full moon in Cancer, I've talked about, was big emotional release. It was emotional regulation. It was a really great time to honor and process your emotions. Now we're coming into this very different energy. It's very, the word that keeps coming up for me is transparent. It's just clearer. We don't have to necessarily dig deeply into what does this mean. Not to say that it's superficial. It's not. It's just going to be more clear in the conscious mind, I think, for us of what's next. It's really innovative. It's really creative. It's really technology driven for some of us. So see where 9 degrees of Aquarius falls in your chart. Other than that, like I said last week, I'm so glad to hear that a lot of you are just kind of staying observing on your eagle's perch right now, just staying curious. We are in a time where it is so easy to go into victimization, into fear, into viewing the external more rather than coming inward. And now is just a time where it's more important than ever to focus on pouring into our own internal journey rather than seeking outside of ourselves for the answers or for the validation or XYZ. I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's pull 3 cards to support this week's collective healing, please. Three cards to support the healing. That was a lot. Is that our 3? That's our 3. Okay. Efficient. All right, guys. How you guys doing? How are we feeling? I am coming off fresh and activated as well as grounded, but I'm a bit off in the ethers today from teaching a Reiki training, facilitating that the past 2 days. That was beautiful. A lot of your collective energy was coming through in that training. And I'm just really excited to tap into the chakras and see what we've got going on. So, first card we got was Temperance. We got the Devil. We have the Emperor. And I'll show the bottom of the deck is the Magician. So before I get into it, we're going to get into Reiki right away. So let's just prep. Take a big breath, come into your body, get comfortable. You're not working, you're just willing, receiving what comes your way. Try to come at this with curiosity. And we're going to thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for the collective. Yeah, I was feeling the solar plexus before, and I'm seeing a lot of gold. Like gold, it feels kind of like flying sparks or fireflies with like a trail of gold following them, like very light oriented. The crystal citrine is coming up for you guys. Oh, wow, I'm wearing citrine today. That's funny. So definitely solar plexus is coming up, whether we're going to need some solar plexus work or just coming into more of our enoughness, our confidence, our worth, our power. Some of us, I think, are in a journey of learning how to process and release healthy anger, not to be confused with rage. Anger can be so much more subtle than you think, and it's really been demonized. But healthy anger is stored in our solar plexus. Our solar plexus is our power chakra, it's our battery. It's where we give of our energy to others. Okay. So 2025 in general is going to be a very new beginning, creative time, but if we stay in the material and the 3D and the dense nature of our world, we won't be able to see the progress. And I don't mean stay up in the light and the ether. I'm saying find the balance, allow your pendulum to settle so you can really easily see each side of things rather than being over here, right? And we can't see anything over here. This is how we can live more with compassion. Now, a lot of us are at, I don't know if crossroads is the right word. Let me think about this for a second. We're in a space where maybe we've had a big breakthrough. Maybe we've done a lot of work and we've been shedding the old and we're like, oh my gosh, finally. And maybe a new beginning has started. Maybe all these things are just some of these things. But some old patterns have been presenting themselves lately or might be presenting themselves this week. And we really need to make sure that we're sitting in our patience for the self and feel, gosh, look at all of that solar plexus energy right there with our emotion. So fascinating because it might feel like we have lost our way, or it might feel like a really hard hit just because maybe you've been feeling like you've been progressively doing a little bit better spiritually, emotionally, whatever this story is for you. So the devil is negative limiting beliefs, it's bad habits, it's addictions, it's going back to the old and familiar that doesn't serve us. So this might be really subtle. I actually think it's really subtle for some of you. You might have just had like a little like that's rearing its ugly head and just kind of going like, hey, I'm here. It's not taking you down. You haven't done anything terrible. You haven't lost your way. It's just your higher self and your guides going, we just want to make sure that you're continuing to go on your journey in the highest way possible that will serve you in the best way possible so that you can be of beautiful service to others, whatever that means for you in your journey. So we get reminders sometimes, right? We get reminders of those old things, but you have the power to choose what you want to create. And I always say that, guys. This emperor is so strong. This emperor knows who they are, knows exactly the right step to take, right? A reversed emperor, which I don't read reversals on this card, this is when we're in control. So anytime the emperor comes out, and especially if it's paired with the devil, it could be like a, hey, let's not try to control our situation too harshly. Let's just step into the embodiment of our true self. I am being really drawn. I'm going to bring that in real close for you to that orb. Some of you want to see that a little more clearly. Heart center, I'm feeling. But the emperor just knows in a grounded way, not a puffed up, cocky way, but in a grounded way, the emperor just knows what needs to be done. It's immensely sacred masculine in its upright form. It is about business. So I'm really feeling like we just need to be sitting in our own patience with ourselves, self-trust, self-patience. These are the two things. To not be in a hurry, to not force. And when uncomfortable old feelings, thoughts, behaviors come up, to not beat ourselves up, right? This is what we do not want. We do not want to be in that state, right? So sometimes when those old familiar things come up, they'll really take us down for the count. But the goal is that when they come up, we have the tools to just go, oh, there you are again. I see you. I also love you. And thank you for, showing me the lessons that I've needed to learn and that I will continue to need to learn. And I will always say, guys, we do not live like this. Get it out of your head. I know that sounds harsh, but we have to let that go. We live like this. Now, it could go like that, right? But we have to have the dips to feel the peaks. We have to have the valleys to climb up higher, right? We need it. And it's not in a way where it's like, let's get addicted. This is interesting. Could be a thread for some of you guys. Let's get addicted to going down in the depths. Let's get addicted to seeking more healing, right? Why don't we just find our patience, trust in our intuition, and know that we have the power to create? Yeah. Under that was the Two of Swords, kind of at an impasse of two minds. So let's tap in with our chakras now. Woo! So much third eye pressure, you guys. I think, last week I talked about a lot of like massive awakenings happening, and some of them are really subtle within the subconscious, so we're not even aware. But I'm feeling a lot of pressure around the third eye region. And that's just like, there's so much self-doubt, like something's really wanting to come out, but we might be doubting ourselves. Be patient, be patient. There's no rush. It's all happening exactly when it needs to happen for you. All right. But that doesn't mean that you don't sit back, that you sit back and you just wait. You have the choice. You have the power to take action. Okay. Definitely heart into solar. going on here? A little bit of sacral. Let's go third eye first, guys. Focus in on breathing into your brow. Softening. Don't force, just be. If you have a hard time softening, if you're a little furrowed, that's okay. Just love it. Just love it. Keep in mind, guys, that inevitably, right now, we're in a time where absolutely everyone is going through some sort of awakening. Whether that manifests for themselves on the 3D is different, but inevitably, every single soul on this earth is waking up about something to some degree. And so, if we can just connect with each other more on that, even if it's just subtly and intentionally in our conversation, can you imagine the unity that we could feel rather than constantly talking about what's going wrong? And I'm not saying this to go into a toxic positivity mindset. Those of you who follow me a while, you know that I'm all about compassion and love and leading with that, with those frequencies. But I will never say dismiss any sort of negative emotion or dismiss your anger or your sadness or grief or whatever about something. Just be love and light. I'm never going to be that person. Okay. I do believe that it's really important for us to hold the light and the shadow and to find the balance within the two. Okay. But when it comes to balance, I believe that there are a lot in the collective right now who are with ease swinging the pendulum to negativity, victim, fear. Okay? And this is not to dismiss anything horrible happening in the world. I am talking about you. I'm just talking about you. Okay? So, can we remember our power and come back and observe? And I know a lot of you are. It's really beautiful. So, feeling in this time where no matter who you are, your third eye is waking up a little more. Your third eye, your internal wisdom is opening a little bit more. How that manifests for you is going to look different than others, right? But as all of that is opening, the pace at which it happens is up to you. And faster is not necessarily better. Be careful what you wish for huge, massive awakenings, right? Because you are also a vessel that you need to really love and nourish. And remember, we're still in winter, and this is a time to nourish, recharge, rest, rejuvenate. But there is a massive awakening within the collective third eye right now. There's a lot of buzzing. There's a whole lot of self-doubt that's fighting it. So this healing today feels very, very macro. It feels on how we're all connected in this together. Though we can take it down into personal stories of what our addictions or limiting beliefs or negative self-talk are, or old behavior patterns that kept us stagnant. And rather being patient with ourselves, because we ultimately will know exactly what to do if we don't already. I am, like I was saying, an advocate before for discernment, for critical thinking. The one thing, I think everyone's journey is different and it should be, but the one thing that I will say, in my opinion, is baseline for every human is when you're trying to discern about something, you need to tap into your body. Not here, not just in your heart. Tap into your body. When you're going to make a decision, when you're going to, all of this, what does it feel like in your body? Okay, so what does this feel like in your body? And some of you are really in tune with that. So once it's starting to feel contracting and resistant and something shrinking, that does not feel so good. And we might start to go off the rails a bit. Oh, I've gone backwards. I'm going downhill. I'm backsliding. All of this stuff. No, have patience. You're just being given some sort of a reminder. All right. We have to have the reminders now and then. I feel that in my heart. How's that, guys? All right. Yeah, that's opening up the crown a little bit more. I'm actually quite literally feeling pressure, like right here. It's a very specific spot, but like a part of my crown. And it's kind of coming down and connecting to my third eye area on the left side, which is our feminine side of receiving. I think a lot of you are receiving information, you're receiving downloads. Maybe a bunch of seeds have been planted. Maybe you've read a book or watched a video or have had an experience that is really causing you to go, whoa, I need to kind of sit and process that for a while. That is beautiful. I fully support that. We're not supposed to have the answers like that. It's not this, okay? So enjoy your process. Patience with the process, okay? It's such a beautiful thing because then you can be present. Look at all those P words: present, patience, process. I love a good alliteration. All right, let's see. Yeah, yeah, something's opening. Pressure is starting to lift. That self-doubt is what's going to hold you back. I think self-doubt before something's even happened or before you've even tried, I get it. That imposter syndrome that sits in your heart. Yeah. Give yourself lots of rest tonight if that's your story, or tonight. Maybe it is tonight. I was going to say this week. Maybe it's specifically tonight or the night that you're watching this. Um, but there may be some more time needed for some of you for some rest, recharge, and nourishment. Okay, just really honor that. What intentions are you ready to set? What are you ready to create in this new moon? Whatever that 9 degrees of Aquarius falls on in your houses, that's always a great gauge for you to look at that house, look at that aspect of your life, because that's where you're most supported in this new moon. And that's where you can set an intention. 6 months from now, when we have a full moon in Aquarius, you can kind of look back and go, ooh, did that intention manifest? I don't know. Maybe another step to it. Because it's not just about setting the intention and then going off and forgetting all about it. That's a lot of the work we're doing in that community equilibrium as well. Beautiful, guys. This is wonderful. There's some really big things happening for a lot of you right now, but they're really subtle and they're kind of like in the depths in the subconscious. There's also big conscious things happening as well, but on a spiritual level, I feel the collective just like massively shifting. And the key is always going to be to go inward first and then to really make sure that you're finding the balance between going inward and seeking out community, and going inward and seeking out community. And by community, it could just be one other person. Okay, so whatever that means to you, it's really important for us to maintain this connection so we can continue to build this unity consciousness, because this is one of the reasons why I was called to start this YouTube channel and do these readings, because I find it so important for us to find ways to energetically connect with one another around the world. It's a really nice way for us to find more coherence. Yeah. Third eye is just like massively pressurized for a lot of you right now. You're all in a different, phase. So let me know what this is for you in the comments. How does this feel? Oh, beautiful, guys. Let's take a big breath into the third eye. I just so happen to be wearing the color of the third eye. So you can picture this purple coming down through your crown as we hold our breath. And we're going to feel that just kind of fill up our system. Okay. So let's relax our body, exhale and get all the air out. Take a slow inhale in through the nose. Hold it at the top and feel that purple coming down through your crown. Be curious about where it's going. Where is it filling up? Where is it not wanting to go? Where are you feeling resistance? And just really feel it fill you up with like a really warm and comforting sensation through your bloodstream, into your muscles, your bones, your skin, everything. Feel it get every organ. Feel it stir you up. Have it help you to drop down into your body. This is about internal wisdom of the body in the end. That's your message. Let's exhale and push out what doesn't serve you. Wow. Internal bodily wisdom will support you in having presence and patience within your current process, and to ultimately have fun in your process, right? Like, can we find that childlike play within your process? Whatever that means to you, only you're going to understand that. Okay. Let's lock your energy up nice and tight into your solar plexus chakra, guys. We're never putting on armor or guarding. We're saying what's mine is mine. What does not serve me, please stay out. 2 seconds from now, you can choose to go and give all that energy away. That is the power of your choice. Okay. All right, guys. Wow, this was beautiful. Again, please let me know how this resonated in the comments. If you feel the call to come back to this again, come back, because there's probably a new level that you're ready to unlock, another message that you're ready to receive. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope that you found this healing supportive. Thank you so much to those of you who send in donations. You guys are just so incredibly generous and sweet, and it's such a grateful and welcomed energy exchange, though it's not why I'm here. I appreciate you so much. Check out the Equilibrium community down below. Check out my free manifestation course, links to my website, all the other services that I offer. Yeah, what an amazing new moon this is going to be. I'm excited for the collective. Guys, I love you so much, and I will see you next time.